Awesome. Well, welcome you guys to this special workshop training that we're holding for you guys when it comes to the group Elevate. Tonight, we're going to go through not just the group and the importance of it, but really the why behind it, the how, the what, how to really work it to your advantage. And really to help not just yourself, but also as new coaches come into your organization. This group has been thoroughly planned out. It has taken all of the leaders in this organization really weeks to really map out, just to really help you guys, when it came to planning out, the different videos, when it came to just the structure of the group entirely, because we wanted to give all of you just a tool to help you move your business forward. Something that's going to be very simplistic to use, something that can be very duplicatable. That way, when we start bringing on coaches into our organization, something that's going to be really easy to just pass on, that's going to give them all the skill set trainings that they need to really bring on that influence when it comes to social media. And so when we really talk about a little bit of the why behind establishing the group Elevate, I think the most important is really to ensure that everyone gets the same training as everyone else, because as you start to really grow, a larger organization, as you start to bring on more coaches, as you start to grow your team, what you will start to see is that, things start to get watered down as the levels get lower and lower. And so we wanted to think something that was going to ensure that everyone got the same skill set training, and really kind of part of our start strong, right? We always have, as we do our meet and greet with our new coaches, we have our strong start. We want to make sure that everyone gets the same level of training as everyone else. And this is such a great, powerful piece that's going to help when it comes to that. So again, we're going to go over kind of the whys, how to use it. I'm going to share my screen and kind of show it to you guys. And then Rachel's going to come on and she's going to share some just really important tips to really help you, not just for yourself using it, but also utilizing for your team. And we're also going to hear from some people that actually have been utilizing it since we've launched it about 2 months ago. I know we kind of launched it during a boot camp season and we were kind of using it hand in hand, and some of you were kind of doing it and growing it with us. But now that it's completely set in place and it is in order, now it's really the time to really launch it for new coaches to come. So we're going to hear from some incredible coaches who have used it and have seen success, through utilizing it. So again, you guys, we really established this group so that way everyone gets the same training. It's really going to be part of that strong start. So that way, as soon as you bring on a new coach into your organization, the meet and greet, this is when they're going to be introduced to this call. We really want to develop the action right away, right? We want to bring in that influence right away. We want to see who has that influence that we're bringing on, right, in our new coaches. And how, if we don't have that, that's okay. Some of us are incredible at social media. Some of us have already come in with an influence. And some of us haven't, and that's okay. This is going to help you really start to brand yourself, and it's really going to help you create more of an influence through your social media account, and really start to establish and brand yourself in what you do. So that's really kind of the why behind it, you guys. And now we're going to kind of go through, really how to use it. So the first thing that when we're going to introduce it, I know a lot of you have already been using it, and so we're going to get into also kind of how you can use it for yourself as I go through it. But as you're really bringing on coaches into your organization, and we're now introducing this to them, when are we going to introduce it? Well, we're going to start to introduce it at your meet and greet. Okay, our new coaches meet and greet. So whether you're doing this meet and greet for your new coaches, or with your mentor team and your mentors are leading that, or you're leading this call for your coaches, new coaches. This is when we want to introduce them, and then we want them to get into action right away. And we'll kind of go through, kind of the flow of it and why it's important to go day by day. We want to make sure that not only ourselves, but also we're encouraging them to do all the steps, to do everything day by day, to not skip anything. Because if we're skipping steps, or we're skipping and only doing some and not the other, well, now we're kind of going back to like that 5-in-1-ish, right? Or we're only doing the ish part of this program, or we're only doing the ish part of this tool. If you utilize this tool the way that it was created, you will see the max results. when it comes to growing your business. So don't dilute the system. The system works. Just make sure that you do follow the steps. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you guys as I have it open. We're gonna go through it together so you know exactly how it has worked. And if you have questions, kind of throughout, feel free to put it in the, in the chat, and we'll get to that as well. So as you know, Elevate is the group that we're talking about. This is where you're going to invite brand new coaches to be a part of. If you're not in this yet and you're a newer coach, reach out to your support team and they're going to add you to this. And so as we add them to this group, the first thing that we want to do is we want to make sure, and this is something on a meet and greet that we want to ensure, that they do the first few steps, okay? There's a total of 5 videos that they're going to want to check out prior to starting day 1. So the layout of the videos, as you see, and what's great, you guys, is all of these videos are honestly less than 7 minutes. So this is not going to take a lot of time for them to do. But as you see, we're going to start them off with welcoming them into the group. Also, this group, it actually talks about, or this video actually talks about how to work the group. How you see that the commenting is turned off. There is a reason behind that, okay? The reason that we're not allowing commenting is because it actually takes all of the videos out of order. And so we want to make sure that everything is in order, so there's never a time that anyone can comment, because then it kind of changes the entire system up, and we don't want to do that. So we're welcoming them into the group, letting them know kind of what to expect, how the group is worked, and to really take the time to work hand in hand with their support team. They are not doing this alone. Please do not expect them to do this alone. If we're adding them to this group, we want to make sure that we're walking hand in hand. This is not a tool that we just kind of welcome them in and say, good luck, right? We want to make sure that we're following them. We want to make sure that if they have any questions, they can utilize us and they can ask those questions. And we ask them, hey, how was the day? Did you get your actions done for day 2? Right, so you want to make sure that we're welcoming them. So this is the welcome video that we're going to start with. Next one's testimonial. So this one's fun because this is going to show them what is possible when they go all in. So with this one, we have different testimonials. We're going to add more to these so that they can check out these short videos of what's possible if they literally just go all in with this business and what's possible for them in their future. So again, really short videos for them to watch and kind of just share with them what's possible with Optavia. But now the next couple of videos, what you're going to see is every single daily action step is going to include adding 5 friends and starting conversations. So we want to show them why it's important to do that daily. And that's what these videos are, right? It's about adding Facebook friends, starting conversations, living out loud. So this is the first 5 videos that they're going to check out. So they have an understanding of how the group has worked, how they're going to work it, right? Welcoming them, showing them what's possible by just not giving up and going all in, but also really talking about the steps that they're going to do daily, which is adding friends, starting conversations, living out loud. So now we go to day 1, okay? Every single day is going to be the same. We are going to have, every day there's going to be daily action steps. But what you're going to see and what you have seen and what your coaches will see is basically the first about 15 to 20 days is when they're going to have multiple videos. Some videos or some days have just the daily action, and some days have multiple videos. Because this is the beauty of all of this, is we are sharing them and we're going to create so much time freedom within ourselves. I don't know about you guys, but I remember having these Facebook 101 calls, as part of our system, after the day 4, right, after they've done their practice calls. And I got so tired of talking about Facebook 101 and the same things. And so creating this has been so nice because now we don't have to do that. We're creating that freedom as a coach, as a business leader, as a business coach, to where it's going to talk about everything in this group. So all of those little skill sets that we're used to teaching our coaches, this group is really going to teach them. So you see day 1, alongside day 1, if you look, right, it says add 5 friends. Oops, let me go back. I'd add 5 friends, start 5 conversations, but then every day is going to be a different action step, right? So the first one's going to be engagement posts, right? So we're getting them already into the system of getting into action. Now, if you look day 1 until day 4, and this is why we want to plug them in day 1 at their meet and greet, is we want them to see the urgency to get their practice calls done by day 4. Nothing hurts more than bringing on a new coach into your organization and them taking too long to do things that they don't take too long to do, such as practice health assessments. So if we let them know that we want to ensure that they get their daily or their practice health assessments done by day 4, because day 4 we talk about the grand opening. We want to make sure that they do the grand opening prior to doing that. So, or the health assessments prior to grand opening. So again, day 1. Now we talk about engagement posts, and now there's another one that's attached that says, well, how do you work an engagement post? Right? So everything's really teaching them. We go to day 2, day 3. So you're going to see that we're going to talk a little bit about everything. Brand new coach by the end of 30 days. Not only are they getting into action every single day for 30 days, now we're also feeding them exactly what to post, but also they're creating influence and they're learning all of the skill sets they need to know. Now, if you've kind of played around with this, you've already seen, the different skill sets, such as knowing how to do before and afters, how to think likes, how to message people on social media, how to work a before and after. I mean, the list goes on and on. We're also going to be creating something for the file tab that's going to show you exactly day to day, play by play, exactly what to expect every single day. Now, here's something important that we want to teach as I scroll up, is as you've noticed, if we're teaching someone how to do an engagement post, or that's the daily action, the comments are going to help with the engagement post, right? It's going to help with, to tell them exactly what to post. Okay, so if you see day 1 is engagement post, we're already feeding it to you. We're already feeding it to your coaches. Don't try and think of what else to do outside of this, okay? Don't worry if another coach has already posted what you want to post. Why? Because you have different audiences. Those audience or their audience, their friends are not going to see what you're posting and vice versa. We're making this so simple for you guys because I'll tell you, most of the struggle comes from, I don't know what to post. That's where most of the time consuming comes from. I have no idea what to post. So now we're giving you exactly what to post. We're showing you through all of the comments. If you look through the rest of the page, and I wish we had time to go through the entire page, we're going to share verbiage with you, right? Again, don't think about it. Copy, paste. If you want to tweak it up a little bit, by all means, go for it. But don't worry about the verbiage. We're giving you different ways to post things. We're giving you different verbiage to use. So don't, we're really taking the work out of it for you. So that way you actually see, okay, this is what I need to do. Here's the verbiage for it. Copy and paste. So again, as we're kind of going through, the different skill sets that we're going to be learning, or that your coaches are going to be learning, you're going to see that everything is already going to be feeding them to them, right? Health assessments. And you'll see in the comments, there's everything that you need to know, everything that a coach needs to do and needs to know. Now, no matter where you are in your business, no matter what rank you are at, this is something that everyone can use. This is such a great piece to literally just continue to build more influence every single day into your social media. You're adding friends every day. And so utilize this. But this is the beauty, okay, you guys? So remember how we talk about a lot. We talk about when it comes to social media, when it comes to Facebook, let's not wait for people to come to us. Remember, the magic is done behind the scenes. So don't expect to just post and expect people to come, okay? This is where you're going to create lists from. These are the people that as you're engaging back and forth, you're going to add them to your list to engage back, right? How many of you have heard, you can put it in the chat, the like, comment, message method, right? Where we like to, that's how we engage back and forth with people. That's how we change algorithms. That's how we really build influence, is engaging back and forth. So utilize the people that are engaging with you through your comments, through your likes of everything that you're posting, and add them to a list. Because if you're not working out of a list monthly, you are missing the gold mine. The gold mine is working off of these lists. And so utilize these posts as you're posting them to really start utilizing that. So again, you guys, you'll see day to day You'll see how simple it is. This is something that we want to plug every single brand new coach on the meet and greet and make sure that you're working alongside with them every single day. You will see a huge difference. You will see all of your everyone just kind of on that same page. Everyone is going to be trained the same, so that you see that no one's going to be trained different. So you're going to see it's going to help really incredibly when it comes to that. So before I kind of keep moving forward, I'm actually going to hand it over to Rachel to give you guys some extra tips to really help you guys when it comes to working it with yourself, but also with your team of coaches. So Rachel, my friend.
Awesome. Thanks so much. So that was really comprehensive. I don't have a lot to fill in. I just wanted to color in a little bit of what I'm seeing in running this with teams and being a part of it is making it fun. You know, the fun factor is what pulls us away from things that feel like another job. And I think if we can make it fun and do accountability groups and Starbucks cards and attaboys and really praise people that are doing so well with these steps, it gives us another sense of camaraderie as we're individually building our brand. So we have like an accountability group that is going on right now. Tim and I are in there. We're starting at day one of Elevate. That's been a lot of fun. And I think what's so cool is that it shows you where people are getting stuck. Whereas before, maybe with the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, or the 3x3, or whatever we were doing in best attempts to build a brand, we didn't always know exactly where somebody was getting stuck. And so just an example, the other day I was able to play, you know, this is throwing the ball, right, with your team, just playing catch. And I was able to see that interactive post that was really straightforward, that person was so worried, to Michelle's point, that, oh my gosh, someone else posted this, that they took about a half an hour on Pinterest looking for their own unique image. And I think what we're really trying to drive is time freedom for the mentor, time freedom for the mentee, and for the team at large so that we can tackle other projects. Put a 7 in the chat just to show massive gratitude for Chris Corey. I don't know if he's on, and Michelle and Josh Bamba, because I don't think we can appreciate fully all the work and dedication that we all threw some time in, but there's certain people that really burn the midnight oil for all of us. And I just wanted to share on behalf of our team, just some massive gratitude for that, editing videos, all kinds of stuff. So I did want to be able to share that with you. I think that this part on our map, right, when you think, like Michelle said, making lists, guys, keep your map handy with Elevate, because there will be, if anything, here's going to be your new issue. Your new issue is like, I don't have enough room on my map for all the people that I want to do this business with. I don't have enough spaces on my map for all the people that I want to see get healthy in this program. So these 2 columns, right, on your map, prospective clients, prospective coaches, that may have been a little bit of heartburn for you before, not with Elevate. With Elevate, just hovering over and seeing who's liking your stuff, who's loving it, who's giving you big bear hugs. Now you can just populate that complete column. And if anything, you're going to fight for room, you know, on your map. So I just can't emphasize enough, have fun with it. This is your chance to do it with your personality, but not reinvent the wheel. Accountability groups, really fun. And catching each other doing things right is a lot of fun in there, and it does create that camaraderie. So those were just some of the things. I would say this, another thing to consider. Let's say life hits you hard, right? Sometimes we get smacked in the head with life, and we're in this Elevate group and we're in this accountability group. It's okay to say, I think I need to do every other day. I think one of the things that we do as coaches, as humans, forget coaches, as humans, is we don't know how to slow down without stopping. One of the things that this program has taught me, and coaching has surely taught me, is stop with the all or nothing thinking. That's my greatest obstacle. I don't know if I'm alone on that one, but if I can't do something well, I'll just stop. And so I would suggest, if one of your team members says, oh my gosh, I'm really struggling right now, my kiddo's sick, puking, right? All the things that happen in November and December, that you just go every other day and pick it back up because there is magic in the consistency and in that habit that you're forming. One thing I would ask is, how long is this stuff taking? Like, really making sure that your new baby coach is not sitting there spinning their wheels for hours. So this is where I love jumping back in the Zoom. And one of the things that's helped us a whole bunch is to have, when they say, yes, I'm going to start, and we introduce it, we say, do me a favor, not for micromanagement. It's not our job to manage anybody. That's not the heart. But tell me in your business thread what day you're on. So are you on day 13? Are you on day 11? So that when you, the mentor, go to their page, you can see if there's anything that needs a soft skill or some encouragement. So consider having, when you get started, consider letting your mentor know for accountability what day you're on. And that also will help to really move you forward. So I think, in closing, this tool gives us so much consistency, and all of us want to go to senior coach every month, right? Isn't it beautiful to grow your business by 1 point through frontline growth and 1 new senior coach? Do you guys realize that Elevate takes care of both? That we get to go to senior every month and model it for our team. 5 new clients with Elevate is becoming very doable, very doable. No matter what time of year, we're seeing it's really incredible, and you'll hear from some folks soon. But also, now we may have a lot more folks reaching senior coach in their CAB period because they have an absolute way of getting there. And so it's exciting because you could absolutely grow your business by 2 points every single month with Elevate. I have seen, just last little thing, I have seen a lot of skipping the steps where it's like, I did the action, the interactive post, but I didn't start the conversations and I didn't add the 5 friends. You won't be able to see predictability, like Michelle said, 5 and 1-ish. We want your business to be as predictable as your health journey was. This will do that, I assure you. I have seen it over and over, and it's just been a minute. So I just wanted to come on and share a little bit of that. And I'm going to get out of the way because I know we have people that are doing the do that want to share that with you. So that's really all that I had.
I love it, Rachel. So good. And you guys, everything she said is on point, right? And I love the accountability groups. I think that brings such a fun drive to it, and doing it together. And remember, consistency is key. Give yourself 30 days. I want you to make the commitment, or if ask yourself, can you make the decision to commit for 30 days and do Elevate, or create, bring on Elevate exactly 100% the way that it was designed, and just see what happens in your business, because that's exactly what we're going to have some coaches come on and share, that they did just that. They gave it their all. They were very diligent every single day in doing the steps that Elevate really laid out for them. And so I'm going to ask them to come on and share with us, how exactly, it really helped play out for them. So first I'm going to bring on Brian Gorman, who I'm really excited for him to share. He shared last month on our Rank Up call, when executive director in about 3 weeks, because, well, many reasons, but he was diligently using Elevate exactly how it was designed. So Brian, my friend, are you there to come on and share?
Yep, I'm here. Can you hear me? All right, awesome. Thanks for letting me come on, Michelle. Yeah, I'll tell you this, Elevate is amazing. It takes all of the guesswork out of this. If you follow it to a T, it's like she said, the videos are only like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. I think the longest one is like 7 minutes. So I just got in the habit of every morning, first thing when I woke up, I'd hop on Elevate and I'd watch the video and I'd just take the action steps. I just put a reminder in my phone. It went off. Okay, cool. And I'd take the steps, and, and it works. I think, my first month was, what was it? September. September is my first month coaching, and, I got 20 new clients, and I'd say at least half of them were just from Elevate, just from things that I learned, and just following the action steps that were recommended. And people, they respond. I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I didn't have to go in and figure all this out myself and look for posts on Instagram. And, everything is right there in the comments. You copy, you paste, you do it. It's super simple, and it honestly works if you do it. I'd say the number one thing for me is messaging the likes. That has been a huge piece of my business, and being able to bring on clients from just saying, hey, thanks for liking my before and after. It helps keep me accountable, and it helps motivate me. Do you know anybody that's looking to get healthy? I recently became a health coach. Just something real simple, and the feedback from that is amazing, and that's where I got the bulk of my clients the last couple of months. So just use it because it works.
I love it. And you know what? You're keeping on bringing on clients, right? It was 20 clients your first month. Your volume just keeps growing. And it's just from the action. So thank you so much for sharing, my friend. And next, we're going to bring on Megan and Kevin Kemmerling to come on and share. So are you guys there?
We are.
Hey, guys.
All right, I'm gonna let Kevin share first.
So basically what Brian said is exactly, don't reinvent the wheel. It makes it very easy, very simple. A lot of times Megan and I will watch maybe the day before. That way we can already get our post ready for the next day, because sometimes we get busy the next day. And that way everything's ready to go. We can just set a timer or something to go off, pop that post in there and get it going. Another thing that we like to do is to really utilize the stories feature and pay attention to the stories, because you're going to capture a lot of people that are viewing them that might not be liking your post, but they're paying attention to your stories. So we noticed those getting a lot of traction as well. Also utilizing any type of polls or things like that to ask people questions and get some direct feedback during your stories has been something that's really helped both of us. I think we've brought on 6 clients since we've both started Elevate. Megan's a little bit further ahead than me. She's like 5 or 6 days ahead, which is actually good because it keeps us from posting similar things at the same time, because obviously we have very similar circle of friends. That's working great for us.
Yeah. The only other thing I would say, like just in addition to that, like some things that I wrote down is that it's super straightforward. And it just provides that really great structure, especially to like people who are just coming in, so like new coaches and things like that. It's been nice. I have a couple that just started last month, and him, to just say like, hey, like, let's go on and look at this and just follow the day-by-day steps. And it's been a little less on our plate, because those trainings are there and it's easy for them to follow. So, and then just again, like Rachel said, the consistency of just going on and like actually starting those conversations, and just gives you that little bit of accountability to get on there and do it.
So good, you guys. Thank you for sharing. You guys, how easy is that? Just being consistent in it, taking all the guesswork out and just going for it. So I'm going to encourage all of you. If some of you, actually, the majority of you are actually already working through that and working in there. But if you haven't yet, or you haven't started, I encourage you start tomorrow, and really give yourself the 30 days of actions. That way, what's to be expected for your coaches to come, what they're going to be learning through this group. So I'm going to encourage you guys to do that. And just really quickly too, if you are struggling on how to invite your new coaches as you're bringing them on, or even the meet and greet, just to give you guys an example of what to share, as you're working with new coaches is, hey, we have this incredible new tool that's really going to help you take your business to the next level and give you all the action steps that you really need to know to grow in the next 30 days. I'd love to work alongside with you and to go through it together, and just let's have fun with it. It's going to really bring more influence into your social media, and it's going to give you everything that you need to know to really grow your influence and create major impact, to have the business of your desire. So really simple, you guys. I hope this is very helpful for you guys. Someone asked a question about what about those who are starting coaching months and months ago and only have a couple of clients. Start this group. Start brand new. Start 30 days. Create more influence. Add friends. Start conversations. That's all this business takes. The only reason that you may see some coaches be more successful is they've had more yeses and they've also had more no's. but they've also probably started a lot more conversations and just started building more relationship with people. So definitely continue or just start, and just take it day by day, do the action steps, watch this video over if you really need, a little bit more for that. But, continue to just go for it, you guys. I mean, this group is developed for you to help you build more time freedom, like Rachel said, because, that's what we all desire, not just the financial freedom that this business gives us, but the time freedom. And let me tell you, speaking from experience, when we did not have this group coaching for 5 years, it has given myself a lot of freedom because we have a tool to just plug coaches in that's going to teach them everything that now we don't need to teach. But don't just throw them in there and expect the best. Work alongside with them every step of the way. Like Rachel mentioned, go in their messenger chats. Hey, what day are you on? Hey, how are you doing? Hey, do you have any questions as far as what you've watched today? Because they're going to have questions throughout their journey. And so we're there to help them every step of the way. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. If you are, let's go for it. November, if you have not started the group, let's start it. Let's plug people in and let's make this easy for everyone else. So thank you to Rachel for coming on. Thank you, Brian and Megan and Kevin for hopping on as well. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night.